Well, let me go to LUIS Gutierrez from the Democratic side of the aisle. So what's your response to that, and where do you think this
A couple of things. Surprise, surprise, surprise. The President of the United States, I mean, to listen to my friend from Idaho, anybody would think that the President of the United States, when he gave the State of the Union address last January, kind of took the gavel away from the Speaker of the House after he finished his State of the Union address. He said to the nation, if you do not act, I will use the powers that I have as President of the United States to begin to fix the broken immigration system. He repeated that. Speaker Boehner called him at the end of June and said, Mr. President, notwithstanding all your good efforts, notwithstanding all my good efforts, the House will not act on immigration reform. And what did he say? I've called my cabinet together and I will act on the immigration thing. So it seems to me that the argument is, now we're going to start legislating. Well, it's 23 months into the legislative session. They control the House of Representatives. They don't need a single vote from the Democrats. We could have been in conference right now. I am not saying to my friend Raul Labrador that they need, and he knows that I never said this. I said, let's pass a House bill. I just want to make sure, Bob, when they said no gay families, we didn't walk away from it. When they said there was no path to citizenship, we didn't walk away. When they said we needed to do it in parts and pieces, we didn't walk away. When we gave them 30,000 more Border Patrol agents, we found a way to finance that. I think the problem here, if you listen to Mr. McCall and you listen to my friend Raul Labrador, they mix things up. They want border security, border security, border security. Comprehensive immigration reform secures the border. You cannot secure the border until, because they keep talking about a border, but you know which border they're talking about. The border between Mexico and the United States. Let me suggest to the American people that there are other borders. It's called LAX. It's called Kennedy. It's called right here, Washington Dulles. It is called airports all over this country. Millions of undocumented workers are in the United States that came through those borders. If you want a bill and you truly want to secure our community, the president, Bob, was forced to act. Last, think about it a moment. They want to censure the president. The president has said, I'm inviting millions of people to come forward, go through a background check, a criminal background check, at their own expense, pay the taxes that they owe, go back and work, and raise their American citizen children, Bob. I think children are special, and they're special no matter what the immigration condition of the parents that they have.
Well, let me just ask you this. Some people are already saying that the president taking this action is just going to cause a flood of immigrants to come in now because they want to come in and get in on this deal.
You want to know something? Great question. Number one, let me say the following. There's no path to citizenship for the 5 million that the president is offering. They can't get a single benefit, welfare benefit from the government. They can pay all the taxes that you and I'm sure you feel better and I feel better that they're paying taxes. I'm sure you and I feel better that they've gone through a background check. Now we can put the resources on criminals. So what the president says, look, I want to go after felons. I want to go after criminals. I don't want to break up families and go after children. But let's suggest this. We're going to put more Border Patrol agents on the border because now they don't have to do as much interior enforcement. Actually, here's a good thing. Do you know that under the president's program, the Border Patrol is going to be able to go and get an increase in their pay? Why? Because commensurate with their new responsibility, they should get paid. The president was very clear in his message. He said, if you're a criminal in the United States, things just got worse for you because we're coming after you. Because guess who we're not going after? We're not going after kids. We're not going after families. We're not deporting 1,000 people every day who do not present a threat to America.
I know both of you come to this with considerable